Namaste, everyone. Welcome to Aura Aurora Yoga. My name is Christina, and this is my dog, Pearl. Welcome to this month's New Moon Intuitive Guidance Astrology Chat and Yoga Practice. As always, this video will be time-stamped. You can check that out in the description box below. Welcome back. Welcome in. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You can also hype this video if you choose to. Pearl and I are so happy you're joining us for this special event. We have a super new moon in Gemini occurring at peak illumination on Sunday, June 14th, a little bit on the later side, around 10:54 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is also going to be an exceptional time to see Venus, Jupiter, and tiny Mercury right below Jupiter on the night of the 14th. Granted, you have a clear sky where you live. The sky will be extra dark due to the new moon, and these planets are going to be visible to the naked eye. You're not going to need a telescope or anything of that nature. Look to the west. You will see Venus shining very brightly, Jupiter below, and then Mercury right below that. I think we've got about 2 weeks before we head into Mercury retrograde as we kick off our summer of 2026. Unbelievable. Now, in the early morning of the 15th at sunrise, or rather right before, if you look to the east, you are going to be able to see Saturn and Mars with the faint little red tint to it right below. Another rare event to see with the naked eye without a telescope. So what's going on with this new moon? This energy is about a chance to make important changes in your life. This is not an intense energy like the blue moon we just had, which had a lot to do with releasing. We're not planting seeds. This new moon is all about remaining open to growth, remaining open as in being curious, remaining open as in maybe there are different ways to go about doing things, invoking a curiosity within yourself like never before, tuning in to listening more, obviously without judgment, and also getting into conversations really mainly with yourself. It's not as much of a reflection as it is, how can I put this? There's an energy out there of people keep doing the same things over and over again. You're attracted to the same types of people. Maybe you're trying to make certain businesses work and things aren't progressing in a way that they need to. Maybe this has to do with your environment, with not leaving a job you've been in for so many years when you know you have this desire to make a change. This is really about invoking that clarity within and releasing a need for certainty, but also knowing that even when the path isn't clear, we are never without direction. It's trusting that things are going to work out and important changes are going to be ushering into the lives of many over the course of this summer, especially if you do your lunar work and you've been working on planting your seeds, releasing what no longer serves you, really staying in line with all of these things so that you can be your best for yourself, number one, and then for those around you or those whom you take care of. So our practice is going to be about remaining open. It will be more of a slow flow I am going to incorporate some breathing exercises, and there will be a guided Savasana meditation. I encourage you, no matter what, stay open, stay curious. For example, if you've been like waiting for your soulmate may not come in the package that you thought they would always come in. That's kind of a great analogy. Remain curious, remain open, ask questions, allow yourself to grow. Thank you for joining me. Namaste. Let's get started in a comfortable seat. Bring the palms to the knees, softly sway a little bit side to side. Maybe roll the shoulders back a few times. And then just settling into your seat. Place the left hand over the heart, right hand over the belly as we begin several rounds of box breathing. Inhale deeply through the nose for a count of 4. Hold for a count of 4. Exhale for a count of 4. Hold for 4. Repeat this pattern several times as I welcome you to this month's New Moon in Gemini yoga practice. Unlike the full moon, which illuminates what has come to completion, the new moon invites us into darkness, a darkness that is not empty, but full of possibility. Gemini is the sign of communication, perspective, curiosity, and learning. It reminds us that growth doesn't always begin with certainty. Sometimes growth begins with a question, a conversation, or by simply remaining open. As humans, we often want the answers. We want to know where we're going. What comes next? Are we making the right choice? This new moon offers a gentle invitation. An invitation to remain open, to remain curious. A reminder that even when the path ahead isn't fully illuminated, we are never without direction. As we move through this practice, I invite you to release the need for certainty and instead explore the possibility of what may be emerging. Release your arms by your side. Inhale them up to the sky, palms touch. On the exhale, draw them to heart center. 2 more rounds. Inhale, grow nice and tall, expand. Exhale, heart. Last one, deep breath in. Heart center, let it all go. Gently move into a tabletop position, wrists in line with shoulders. Keep the toes tucked. Cat and cow, 5 rounds, 1 breath to 1 movement. As you move between your cat and cows, I want you to allow the breath to guide the movement. Inhale. Exhale as you let it go, hollow out the back. There's no perfect shape, no destination, simply exploring. 3 more rounds. Gemini reminds us that growth often begins when we become willing to see something differently. Where in your life might there be another perspective available to you? Complete your last round, neutral spine, come up onto the finger pads, moving through a very playful, organic dancing lion. Involve the head, the neck, the shoulders. As you circle, allow the movement to feel curious, exploratory. Notice what happens when you release the need to do it perfectly. Perhaps this new moon is asking less for certainty and more for curiosity. Less for answers and more for openness. You can take this counterclockwise as you settle back into neutral spine. Right arm up to the sky, threading the needle. Take it under the left.
Let the left arm remain passive. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, allow yourself to soften into the shape. Allow the shoulder, jaw, and mind to relax. What story are you ready to stop repeating? What if a new perspective is already waiting for you? Release the right arm back up to the sky. Let it go as we slowly move into the other side. Left arm up, threading the needle. Once again, just allow that right arm to remain passive. Allow yourself to settle into the shape, to soften. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, completely melt into this shape. Sometimes growth begins not by changing everything, but by looking at something familiar through a different lens. Release the left arm up to the sky. Let it go. Come back to your tabletop. The right foot steps in between the hands. You can walk that left knee back about an inch or so and tuck the toes, coming into a low lunge. Right palm plants on the knee, left palm on top. Roll the shoulders back a few times. Settle in. Take the arms up to the sky, palms touch, hands to heart center as we move into a twist. Left elbow outside the right knee. Stay here in prayer, open the arms. You can even tuck the left toes, lift up the left leg if you want a little more, and perhaps bind that right arm. As you twist, imagine yourself turning toward a new possibility, a new conversation. Release, frame the foot, come back to tabletop, left foot steps in between the hands, set it up. Left palm to knee, right palm on top, roll the shoulders back. Then release the arms up to the sky. Once again, palms touch, heart center. Twisting to the other side. Remaining in prayer, open the arms. Maybe tuck those right toes, lift up the leg if you want a little more. And binding that left arm, opening up the shoulder. Remaining open. Release, come back to tabletop. Moving into gate, plant the right knee down, left arm up to the sky, chin up, gaze up, really lengthen through the side body. As the side body expands, imagine creating space for something new, a new idea, new opportunity. Release, gently make your way to the other side. Extend the right leg, right arm up, chin up, gaze up, expanding through the side body. We're not forcing, simply allowing. The most meaningful beginnings often arrive quietly. Release. And make your way onto your back. Keep the feet about hip width distance. Press the palms into the mat. 5 rounds, 1 breath to 1 movement. Slowly lift the pelvis up to the sky on the inhale. And on the exhale, slowly lower it down. Feel the connection pressing into the palms. Inhale up again for 4. Bring the soles of the feet. Slowly exhale down. Deep breath in, engaging the glutes and the thighs. Slowly let it all go. Again, deep breath in. Exhale, let it out. Press into the feet as you gently lift yourself up. Do not hold your breath. Walk the feet in about an inch. Interlace the hands under the glutes. Walk the shoulder blades in. Feel yourself supported as the hips rise. Imagine creating space within yourself. Space for growth, possibility, for what is still emerging. Brief hold and bridge. And slowly lower down. Cross the right ankle over the left knee into a figure 4. Stay here, release the left leg. Interlace the fingers around the shin. Slowly drawing in, flex the feet, and just allow yourself to soften at the same time. Releasing the pressure to know exactly what comes next. You can hug that left knee in a little bit tighter for a deeper stretch, especially in the glutes. When you're ready, slowly release that left foot to the mat. And then slowly drop the right foot over to the left. Arms out wide into a T for a twist. As you twist, imagine old expectations gently unwinding. Release back through center, knees together, palms to knees, hug them in. Then release the feet back to the mat as you transition to the other side. Left ankle over the right knee. You can stay here or release the right leg up. Interlace the fingers just below the knee around the shin. Allow yourself to soften into the shape. Again, just releasing the need to have everything figured out, the pressure of what comes next, and just trusting growth is happening even when you can't see it. Slowly lower the right leg. Drop the left foot over to the right. Take the arms out wide into that twist. Just imagine yourself letting go of old assumptions and narratives and limitations, making room for something new. Release, hug the knees in, and then move into a happy baby with a big toe grip. Elbows inside the knees. You can stay here grounded or sway side to side. Allow yourself a moment of freedom, a moment of lightness, a moment of trust as you come back through center. Keeping the right side as it is. Gently release the left leg. Allow gravity to do the work. You can take the left hand and place it inside the thigh or down by your side. Gemini reminds us not to take every step of the journey so seriously. Allow this expansion to happen naturally. Trust that your left leg knows its limit. Bend the left leg, release back to that happy baby. Ground down through the middle back, and then release that right leg, trusting your right leg also knows its limit. Your body intuitively will only allow you to go so far in the moment that you're in. Allowing another moment of trust. Breathing into any spaces that might feel tight or stagnant. Slowly release back to center. A moment of happy baby. As you release your happy baby, bring the soles of the feet together and lower down into a reclined butterfly. Inhale the arms up overhead, spread the fingers wide, and allow yourself to receive support, to receive possibility, to receive whatever wisdom this new moon has brought forward. Nothing to force, nothing to chase. Simply remain open. Slowly draw the knees together. Then release the legs nice and long. Take them as wide as you like. Let the feet naturally splay out to the side. Then release the arms down by your side, palms facing up. You can even take them out wide into a T. Perhaps finding some support for the back of the head and the neck. Closing the eyes. Allowing your body to become completely still. Feel the earth supporting you, the floor beneath you holding your weight. Nothing to do, nothing to solve, nothing to figure out. Just this moment. Imagine yourself lying beneath the vast darkness of the new moon sky. The moon is hidden from view, yet the sky is far from empty. Above you, countless stars shimmer softly in the darkness. Venus glows brightly. Jupiter shines nearby. Mercury rests lower on the horizon. Ancient lights guiding the night. The absence of moonlight reveals something important. Even when one source of light disappears, others become visible. Perhaps the same is true within your own life. Perhaps clarity does not always arrive in the way we expect. Perhaps guidance is already present, waiting quietly to be noticed. Imagine now that each planet carries a gift. Venus offers connection, love, beauty, the ability to soften and receive. Jupiter offers wisdom, expansion, trust in what is possible. Mercury offers insight, communication, the courage to listen to your own inner voice. As you rest beneath this celestial gathering, imagine these lights shining gently down upon you, not demanding anything, not asking you to become someone else, simply illuminating what already exists within. Notice a path beginning to appear before you. Not the entire journey, only the next few steps, just enough. You do not need all the answers. You do not need complete certainty. You do not need to see the final destination. This new moon invites a different kind of wisdom, the wisdom of remaining open to new perspectives, unexpected opportunities, open to possibilities not yet imagined. Imagine yourself standing now at the beginning of a new chapter. The page is blank, not because nothing has happened, but because something new is ready to be written. Feel a gentle sense of excitement, curiosity, wonder, possibility. Pause. The planets continue shining overhead. The stars remain steady. The night sky holds you completely. And somewhere beneath the surface of your life, new beginnings are unfolding. Silently repeat, I remain open. I trust what is unfolding. I welcome new perspectives. I listen to my intuition. Even in darkness, guidance remains. Even in uncertainty, growth continues. Even when the path is not fully illuminated, you are moving forward. Rest here, breathing softly, trusting deeply, remaining open. Namaste.